Hello everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. My name is Amara. This is Tarot by Amara. So today's pick a card reading, we are going to look into your person on your mind, and we are going to look into their current thoughts and feelings about you right now. Okay, we are in a new month, so once a month I love to do, just like an energy update with the person on your mind, and we're going to look into their thoughts and feelings. So please keep in mind, again, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with all of you, so just please take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And please always practice discernment, especially when you're watching tarot readings, okay? So just keep that in mind. Thank you all who have been subscribing and leaving lovely comments. If you are new here, hi. Thank you for being here. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by clicking with the link in my description. Okay, my readings are open. I offer love readings, specific person love readings, career, life purpose, general readings. You can go into the link and you can see all the readings that I offer. My readings are open, so please take advantage of that. One of my readings are on sale. Okay, my specific person love readings are on sale right now, so please take advantage of that. But yeah, thank you guys for being here, and let's just get into the pile selection. So pile number 1, you have the Fool card. Pile number 2, you have the Hermit. And pile number 3, you have the Strength card. So please take a moment to pause the video, think about your person, think about your situation, make sure you're grounded, before choosing your pile. Please pick the pile that you are most drawn to intuitively. And that being said, I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the beautiful Fool card, welcome to your reading. We are going to look into the person on your mind, and we are going to look into their current thoughts and feelings about you. Like I said before, please keep in mind this is a general reading and it won't resonate with all of you, but thank you for being here either way. We're going to do an energy check-in as well, but let's just look at this beautiful Fool card for a second. Okay, so you guys felt drawn to this beautiful Fool card energy, and the Fool card talks about new beginnings. It talks about a fresh start. It talks about risks. So there could be, something with this connection where you are wanting a fresh start with this person. You can sense that, there is this feeling that this connection it could be a little bit of a risk, okay? So for some of you, you could be in connections where it's like a work connection, it's a forbidden love situation, take it how it resonates, it doesn't have to be. But I feel like for a lot of you, this beautiful Fool energy is very much like, I'm getting the song Risk by Gracie Abrams. And it's sort of like, for you, I'll risk it all, right? Like, there's something about this connection where it's like you'll take your person with all their baggage, right? Like, you don't really care. It's like, you're with me or you're not, right? So it feels like your energy with this person is very much like all in, right? And this could be their energy towards you as well. Obviously, we're going to see into the tarot, but, there is something here about you feeling like, I'm going to take my person just as they are. And I feel like this is your energy here with like this little puppy. And it just feels very much like, you're like this loyal person to your person, and it's a really cute energy. But let's see what else comes through here. So, we're going to do a little energy check-in with your connection. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's like hair everywhere. Maybe your hair sheds a lot. I mean, I did refer you to like this cute little puppy, so maybe you have a dog or they have a dog that like sheds a lot of hair. But we're going to do an energy check-in. Okay, you should resonate with this portion of the reading, okay, because this is going to give you insight as to, it's just going to give you a confirmation that you are in the right pile, okay? So let's see here. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. We have disharmony, triggers, and conflict. We have forming structure and solid foundation. Detachment and cold. We have investigating. They are secretly snooping around and asking friends about you in order to see if you're dating someone new. That is an interesting energy. We have power couple. They see that both of you have an equal exchange of power, which can make you unstoppable as a couple. We have stuck in a loop. A pattern has become familiar to them, and they are wanting to break free from the same loop that they keep repeating. We have you are right, and we have I am coming, trust. Interesting. Okay, so let's just get started on this energy with your connection. It feels like the both of you could definitely be in some sort of separation, no contact situation. It definitely feels like this person has kind of switched up on you. It feels like a quick switch up. Like it feels like the two of you could have been in some sort of argument or conflict. Maybe some words were said, and it feels like your person sort of had this switch where it was like they became kind of cold and detached from you. And it feels like kind of like this silence has been going on for quite some time. I think that actually this is your energy here, the stuck in a loop. It feels very much like the way that you are kind of in this separation period from your person, in this sort of conflicting energy. It feels like you are rethinking certain conversations, rethinking the past with this person a lot. It not so much in terms of like you're thinking a lot about like the memories. You could be, but I feel like the stuck in a loop is you know, you're sort of reflecting on a certain conversation. Maybe your last conversation with this person was very triggering. It feels like, you know, you're heavily focused on parts of the connection that were really hurting you. And so it keeps you in this kind of cycle. It keeps you in this loop of like, you know, maybe this is beginning to become like a negative self-talk with you a little bit. You know, it feels very much like the situation that is happening for you. It's like you're constantly thinking about the pain of the connection or the hurt. And, you know, I feel like you're really sensing, you know, the detachment from your person, and it's really causing you to be, you know, repeating a certain pattern. And that could be for some of you that investigating, right? Like maybe you're very, very curious about your person, and it feels like you are constantly checking their social media, or you know, it feels like you are just really heavily invested in their energy. And it makes sense as to why you're here in this video, right? You know, you're wondering, you know, what are they thinking and feeling about me right now? You're being guided to retreat from this energy, okay? It's time to disconnect from the world. So this tells me that, like, it's time for you to restructure your life again. It's time for you to build a solid foundation without this person, because I feel like you're holding on to their coldness, right? You're holding on to that detachment, and you're being guided to, you know what? Let me put my phone on do not disturb. Let me kind of disconnect from the world. Let me focus on maybe my job, making money, certain hobbies, because I feel like there's something here. There's an underlying sense of the two of you are actually meant to level up somehow with that power couple card. It seems like this connection, maybe 5-10 years from now, right, you guys are meant to be very successful in what you do, individually or not together, right? There's something here about the path that you are meant to be going on is very, very successful. And so you're being guided to sort of retreat out of this energy, because I feel like right now you're very much in a cycle of like emotions that can be very, very intense. Now, when it comes to a certain conversation that I feel like keeps coming up in your reading, there was something here about some sort of argument or conflict that was going on between the two of you. It feels like the energy is sort of shifting into you were the one in the right here with the you are right card. It feels very much like there was a certain conversation, a certain conflict where this person made you feel like it was your fault, or there was a certain situation where it felt like what had happened between the two of you was sort of on you. And so you kept repeating this kind of memory in your mind, and it put you in a loop of toxic thinking or toxic behavior, which is investigating, you know, constantly thinking about what your person is up to. You know, it it's really like affecting your health, it seems like. Um, and I feel like this is the sort of confirmation that no, it's not your fault, especially if, the two of you are in a relationship, right? If that was the case where it was like you were in actual long-term partnership with this person and there was some sort of argument and he or she was like, no, it's your fault that this is happening. That is something that, you know, made you question the relationship. It made you feel like, the reason why the two of you aren't together is because of you. That's not the case, okay? I really don't think. I think two can play that game, right? You know, you guys are all in different situations, so I'm not gonna like harp on too much like one specific thing, but it feels like, if you resonate with the whole like blaming yourself, I really advise getting, some sort of help for that, like getting advice from, maybe a therapist or because I feel, especially if you are in a situation right now, if you're resonating with this part of the reading, where this is really affecting you and it's affecting your mental health. And I think that if that's the case, taking up on, therapy or just getting advice from like a mentor or, leaning on a support system during this time could really help you and benefit you from coming out of this kind of loop. But what I'm getting mainly from this energy is you needing to sort of retreat right now and reform your life, restructure it without this person. Because if you think about it, if they're showing up as sort of cold and detached right now, right, there's nothing you can do about that energy, right? If they're cold and detached, you're not going to get much information out of them right now. You're not going to get the answers that you are seeking. Because I feel like, again, with that investigating card, it seems like you are very much heavy into finding out answers. Like, are they dating someone new? What are they up to? Have they gotten a new job? Like, what's the deal? This is, taking effect on your health. And I think that it's, time to like sort of retreat, maybe even from tarot readings or, too much investment into this person's energy. So just, be aware of that. So yeah, let's pull some tarot. Okay, let's, see if this cold detached is just a front. Okay, let's see how they're really feeling about you here, okay? So I did shuffle and we have Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We'll see if that comes out again, but that tells me, there is heartbreak in this connection, right? There's pain, there's suffering, and there's attachment to this person. It feels very much like, again, this feels very much like that stuck in a loop energy and kind of like that sadness from this connection, a certain replaying of a moment is really bringing in a lot of heartbreak for you, right? And some of you, this breakup could have just happened, right? Like this split, this separation could have just happened, so it's still very much fresh. So let's see here. Pile number one, the person on your mind. What are their current thoughts and feelings about you? How are they feeling about you in this connection at this time? So we have the King of Coins. We have the Moon. Five of Cups. Oops. And the Six of Wands. So for some of you, there's that kind of work connection again coming through. Not all of you, but it feels like maybe some of you know this person from work or friends, or there's some sort of community the two of you kind of share. Oh, wow, see? Didn't I say it would come out again? Okay, so let's see. Ten of Cups. And then we have the Four of Coin. So the person on your mind, we have the Tower card at the bottom of the deck. So, oh wow, and we even have Death and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of big changes happening within this connection and also with the person on your mind, because you're asking about how they're feeling. The Tower card talks about unexpected change, right? So this something happened here between the two of you that was very much so unexpected. It was very, maybe the ending was unexpected. It's almost like things didn't go the way that the two of you wanted it to go. There was a certain kind of idea or there was a sort of like picture perfect successful sort of ending the two of you wanted, like a very movie like ending. But it seems like something happened here where it sort of became impossible, or it just felt like that dream that the two of you had kind of dissipated. It feel like it ended very abruptly. There's a strong feeling here that this connection ended kind of suddenly and out of the blue. And it felt like the two of you were going somewhere, and then all of a sudden it kind of ended badly in heartbreak and pain. And I feel like, yes, if you're wondering if your person is hurting and is sad about this connection ending, yes, they are. I see it very clearly. We have the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. This tells me this person is very sad about this connection ending the way that it did, right? Again, they could also be reflecting on certain, with that Three of Swords, I think that they are also reflecting on a certain conflict or conversation the two of you had that left them feeling very confused with the Moon card. And I feel like you are also feeling this way as well, where it feels like a certain conversation, a certain moment, and it could just be the ending of this relationship, right? It could just be the ending that felt very confusing. It feels like there's still another chapter, right? It feels like there's still another chapter in your guys' love story. And so, yes, this person is feeling sad about this connection ending. They're very sad about it. The Five of Cups talks about loss, grief, maybe even depression. I'm losing my voice. So this person is very silent right now. They're kind of detached. And we saw that in the beginning of your reading, right? That coldness. And so they're also dealing with the loss of this. They're clarifying it with the Ten of Cups. I feel like this person is very much focused on, that kind of, happiness the two of you guys shared, happy memories, future plans. With the Ten of Cups, it talks about emotional fulfillment, happy family, contentment, right? So I think that your person is very much focused on the loss of this connection. They're very, very, and I think what's interesting with the King of Coins and the Three of Coins, a lot of people in their life don't know that this is happening. They're not aware of this sadness that your person is going through. They're not aware of the pain that this person is going through with not having you in their life. And so I'm picturing them sort of like at work or whatever they do, for career or finances, or even if when they're with friends, right? It feels like, it feels like no one knows that this is happening, and it feels like this person is keeping this heartbreak hidden, especially with the Moon card here. It feels like, not a lot of people know that this is going on with your person. For a lot of you, I'm getting like this is like only take if this resonates, but it seems like for some of you, you've gone through like a divorce, and maybe there's children involved, and like your friends and family don't know that this is happening, so just only take that if it resonates. But for some of you, it does feel like this is a long-term connection that has ended. I'm not picking up on any kind of like situationship or friendship or anything like that. I feel like this is a long-term relationship. You guys were together for a while. And it kind of just suddenly ended, and it feels very weird. It feels weird to you guys that like to not have this person in your life. And so I think that your person, again, is going through their day-to-day routine, their job, their work as like this King of Pentacles. They're very kind of restricting how they're feeling. which is normal to do at work, right? Like, I don't think this person is going around talking about, you know, the ending of your relationship. It feels very much like they're containing their feelings and they're keeping it very hidden. But I do think this person heavily thinks about the heartbreak and the loss of this relationship. They absolutely do. Let me just take a breath. This pile is very clear. And so I love that it's very clear, and it might not feel clear to you because the moon card is so prevalent here. It feels very much like something about this connection is leaving you confused. Something about this relationship ending is leaving the both of you confused. I feel like with the moon card here, there is some sort of like deep reflection as to why this is happening. It's almost like, why is this happening? Why did we really separate? And I feel like the both of you are kind of, you know, really thinking heavily about a certain, I keep getting that someone here is very much heavily focused on a certain conversation or heavily focused on when things ended. There's a certain time period, a certain date, your last conversation with this person, where it's like the two of you are constantly reflecting on that particular moment. And it's causing more pain, it's causing more heartbreak. And so I feel like, again, there is this energy of needing to retreat. There's an energy of needing to detach from this way of thinking, it feels like, because I feel like it's sort of manifesting differently for both of you how this heartbreak is going on, because I feel like either you or them, right? And I think this is your energy where you are again investigating this person, thinking about what they're doing and, you know, what they're up to. And I think that that's, you know, keeping you stuck in a loop. And for your person, it's, you know, maybe a little bit of deflection, right? Maybe it's a little bit of like avoidance, right? Not really wanting to how do I say it? Because they're showing up as cold and detached, right? And I feel like even though they're feeling all of this pain inside and they're feeling the loss, they're not allowing themselves to let go, which is what this is what the coldness is about, right? You can see it's all icy blue. So it feels like your person is, I feel like, just needing to let go of some tears, like just cry, dude. I feel like that's what's happening with your person. I feel like you might be very overly emotional. Your person, even though they are feeling this sort of loss, right? And they're feeling the loss of this connection and the pain and the heartbreak, they're still going about their day-to-day as someone who seems unfazed, okay? Okay, so now let's talk about this energy here of the Six of Wands and the Four of Coins. And we have the Tower and the Death card, which I'm going to take, and we'll leave the Wheel of Fortune here. We'll leave that here because I feel like that also applies to your reading. But now we talked about the power couple energy that was coming up in your reading, right? We talked about the forming, the restructure, right, of this connection. There is something here about the two of you eventually, like, kind of, it's giving like Phoenix rising from the ashes. It seems like the two of you here are really needing to let go of this connection right now. We have a Death card here which talks about endings, so does the Tower, right? This connection ended for a purpose, and I think that could be another reason why you are so heavily focused on the pain and heartbreak, because you feel like it's never going to come back around, like it's never going to you know, come back into reconciliation or reunion. Because it's, again, you guys had a certain, with the Ten of Cups and the Six of Wands, you guys wanted a certain outcome out of this relationship. Maybe you wanted to get married, maybe you wanted to have children, maybe you wanted to start a business together. Whatever the case may be, you guys had plans. And now that it's ended, it's like, it's like you're having to rebuild your life again somehow. The Four of Coins talks about letting go of control, right? There's a certain outcome here with this connection that you are holding on to, and I think it's causing you guys more pain. It's causing you guys more, you know, repeated patterns. You're stuck in that loop, right? So you're needing to let go of the outcome of this connection because things are changing, which is what the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower talks about. This talks about changes. So I think that you're needing to accept this change with this connection, right? You're needing to accept that you're kind of on this roller coaster. you're on this kind of like, I'm getting it like a car that's going on a really long road trip, right, with a bunch of like different paths. So I think that there are certain changes and opportunities that are coming in for both of you, right, because we do have this power couple here. So you're sort of ascending into this power couple energy, and I think that right now the both of you are not really realizing this, because I think for a lot of you this could be a connection that just ended abruptly, like it just happened. So give yourself time, give yourself grace, be patient with yourself, be patient with this person, about where this is going and where it's headed. Okay, so pile number one. I hope that that resonated with you. Please like and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by clicking with the link in my description. My personal reading, my specific personal love readings are on sale right now. So if you would like to book that, please take advantage of that. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into your person, and we're going to look into their current thoughts and feelings. So like I just said in the intro, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it won't resonate with all of you. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. So yeah, so you guys chose the Hermit card, and I feel like this is I really love this Hermit card. I think that he looks really interesting. I think he looks like, one of those like monks. It's really cute, actually. I really love this Hermit card. But you could really resonate with feeling sort of detached right now, feeling very much like, maybe you let go of this person, maybe you're going through this period of like reflection and contemplation. It feels very much like, you're seeking your own individual path right now. It feels like you were kind of on your own journey, separate from this person. It feels very much like you were seeking your own fulfillment, your own light, your own divine path. And, the Hermit card talks a lot about kind of being a little bit in isolation. So you could really resonate right now with like the whole like, maybe it's really freezing where you are. I know in New York City, like it's so cold. So maybe you live in a really cold climate, and, you're using this time to just do your own thing, to reflect, to spend time alone. I'm getting someone who's like really into like meditation, self-care. Maybe you take a lot of baths, but it seems like you're just kind of cozying up right now. Maybe you're watching a lot of your favorite like shows, but it seems very much like you're very much kind of detached from this person right now, and it feels like you kind of have to be. It feels like this is something that is like your choice. So maybe you chose to separate yourself from this person, or they sort of chose to separate themselves from you, but it feels very much like what you're going through right now feels like an internal change. Okay, so we have an energy check-in here. So like I do for all my readings, please make sure that you resonate with this portion of the reading, okay, because we're going to go into your connection, and it should feel right. It should feel right intuitively that you are in the right pile, okay? So let's see what we have here. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So we could be asking about a newer connection here rather than an old one, but just take it how it resonates. We have deception and temptation. We have past, lack, and suffering. We have fate, detours, and divine intervention. We have broken. Oh, I meant to read that for you guys. They feel broken inside and don't feel stable enough to trust themselves with your heart at this time. Be patient. We have divine intervention twice. Wow. You guys know I don't look at these cards when I choose them. I just kind of set them to the side. So I did not expect that. Ooh. So we have the fight. Their inner warrior is being activated. They're getting ready to fight for you and overcome their fears of love. Did I forget to read that again? I'm sorry. Divine intervention. They're experiencing many tower moments in their life where it's helped them to gain clarity on this connection. We have you are wrong. That is so interesting. Pile number one had you are right. That's in the same spot too. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe there's messages there for you. I'm actually sensing sort of like an intertwined between pile number one and pile number two, pile number one and pile number two already. So there's something here that's like connected, I think, for you guys. So maybe you can watch both. And we have time to ground yourself. Yeah, okay. So it seems like pile number two, you have distanced yourself from a specific person, or they have distanced themselves from you. It feels like whatever happened between the two of you was sort of meant for your own good, really. It feels like with the divine intervention and that detour and that fate, it feels like whatever had happened to separate the two of you was meant for your best interest, really. It feels very much like I feel like you were dealing with someone who's going through a lot. Okay, you're dealing with someone who is maybe physically healing from something had happened in their life where it feels very much like their life was sort of out of control. It feels very much like you couldn't really handle this person's past. It feels like they were really, really going through something really intense here. Something could have unexpectedly changed their path in life. It feels very much like whatever they're going through was kind of out of their control. And it feels like you were with this person, or you've known them from quite some time. But it feels like your connection with this person feels very much like you are unable to carry certain burdens, right, with this person. Like you were unable to, it feels like let's say the two of you are together, right? Let's say this person gone through something really traumatic. Let's say they've a certain event happened in their life, a certain situation, and you were by their side. Let's say you were by their side throughout all of this. It feels like this person's sort of sadness, they're kind of I don't think this person's like negative or toxic or anything like that. I just think that whatever they were going through, you couldn't constantly carry their burdens. It feels like you were constantly focused on them rather than your own, right? So it's like whatever path that they were going on, you were also going on. And it felt like, this could be a friend for some of you. This could be someone, where you always stuck by them. They were kind of like, maybe they were your best friend. Or you refer to a specific love connection here in your life as your best friend, but it feels very much so like, whatever was happening for them, it was happening for you. It felt like that kind of relationship. It feels very codependent. I think now where you are in your life, especially with the Hermit card here and this new love card, you are really on your own individual path now. It feels like maybe you broke up with them or they broke up with you, and it felt like that was a lesson. It feels like a spiritual lesson. And so now that you've separated yourself from this person, you're sort of grounding yourself at this time. You're kind of looking at the situation as, this is for my own good. I'm going to use this time to ground myself. I'm going to use this time to reflect and think about, okay, what is it that I want now, right? Because it feels very much like, the song I'm getting so many Gracie Abrams. I'm sorry. If you don't know who that is, sorry. I feel like I should start linking songs in my descriptions, but there's a specific song in her album. It's called I Knew It, I Know You. And in that song, there's a specific lyric that says, and all I ever did was consider you, and now I have to consider me, something like that, something very similar. Oh, and all I could do now is to consider me, something like that. So it feels like your path and their path was kind of the same, and you decided, no, I'm going to consider me now because your energy is not changing. It feels like your person's energy is very much, I don't want to say this, but maybe they play the victim, or I don't think that's the case, but I'm sort of getting the energy, when like, now it's kind of becoming a little bit, silly, but I'm getting the energy of like, when Selena Gomez says she's gonna take a social media break and then she's back on social media like 3 days later. That is a kind of energy that's coming through. It's like, and I'm not saying your person isn't going through something intense, because I truly feel like whatever your person is going through is very intense, right? We have someone who's broken, we have someone who is, you know, in this energy of suffering. And I think I'm taking that very, very seriously. But it feels like you can no longer handle, it seems like you can no longer handle their lack mentality, you know, their negative ways of thinking. And it feels like whatever they're holding on to is from the past. So it feels like currently where their life is, or when you were with this person, it feels like they were so heavily focused on the past rather than the future or the present. So for you, it's like, let's say the two of you were in a connection or a friendship or whatever the case may be, and you were like, hey, let's go into town, let's go into the city, let's do something fun, let's go see a movie. And your person's response is, you know, very negative, or it feels very much like, you know, they're not willing to make any kind of changes. And I think at one point you got tired, and I feel like you were sort of fighting for yourself now, without this person. And so, and we'll look into tarot and see what comes up in terms of how they're feeling about you, but this is just sort of like a general sort of energy check-in with your connection and where it's at right now, or why, you know, and you know why it ended, this and that. But it feels very much like with this you are wrong, it feels like your person is constantly maybe reminding you as to of what happened in their own past, right? It has nothing to do with you, and yet it feels like it has something to do with you because you're so tied to them emotionally. But I think now, currently, where you're at right now in your life, you've distanced yourself, you separated yourself, and I felt like this is a part of your own destined path, because you realize, like, okay, I'm going to start taking a detour, I'm going to start to consider me. And so that created a massive change in your connection, right? We have divine intervention here for a reason. So it feels like whatever is happening, there's a reason for it. Okay. And that is a sort of outlook that you are taking on your life right now, especially with the Hermit card. It feels very much like this is a spiritual lesson. This connection right now is not really working. I need to consider me, okay? And through this, you might have someone new coming in, okay? Not for all of you, okay? But you do have a new love potentially coming in, if that is what you are seeking, right? You could be here just to, you know, check on your person, see how they're feeling about you. And some of you could have already met this new person, okay? So just keep that in mind. That is coming through. So I hope that that part resonated with you. We're going to go into tarot now and see how your person is feeling about you. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle on the side. Okay, so pile number 2. The person on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling about you in this connection at this time? We have Judgment. We have the 3 of Coin. How are they feeling about you? We have the Moon. Oops. And we have the 4 of Wands. Judgment. A lot of major arcana. So this person is feeling a lot for you. 5 of Wands. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Coins and the Knight of Swords. So this person feels, with the 8 of Wands, they do feel a lot of passion towards you, okay? This is someone who is really wanting to communicate with you. I think they want to make things right with the Justice card. They kind of want to bring balance back into this connection. They are wanting to, they're really thinking about a resolution. They're thinking about how to fix this, how to mend what is not working or what hasn't worked. I feel like for those of you who are still in a connection with this person, if you're still communicating, they want to fix a certain argument. With the Five of Wands, a certain conflict the two of you had, they want to mend it. I think that this person is wanting to, again, bring balance back into this connection. They're wanting to have a conversation with you, and they want to offer you something here with the Ace of Coins. With the Knight of Swords, they're really thinking about communicating here with you strongly. So for those of you who are in no contact, this person is thinking about wanting to contact you. Okay, that's coming through very, very strongly. I think their intentions with what's going on here is that they're kind of, there's two energies that are coming up. This person is, I think, conversing with other people with the Three of Coins. They're trying to get advice. They're trying to, get support where it's needed. It feels like for some of you, it could be like legal stuff that they're going through. It feels very much that they're you know what's coming through for some of you. It feels like this person is we had that I don't think I talked about this card in the beginning of your reading, but we had that temptation card, right? This person is tempted to reach out. Okay, they're tempted to come through to you when nothing has changed. So that's another strong message that's coming through, is that this person is tempted to reach out, knowing that they're not really ready, knowing that they don't really have all their ducks in a row. It feels like this conversation that they're wanting to have with you, through temptation, right? Kind of out of the blue, kind of unexpectedly. I feel like this person is still gonna make you feel confused, if that's the case. Now for others of you, this person is, especially if you haven't heard from them in quite some time, I don't think that deception temptation card applies to a lot of you. I think that there's something here about this person having a realization, an epiphany with the Judgment card. That there's something here about your connection that this person is wanting to fix or mend. Now, a lot of you, this is going to come at a time where you're possibly could have already moved on, right? With the Queen of Swords, you can see it on her face. She's really unsure. She, gender doesn't matter. I'm just, this person, right, with this Queen of Swords, I feel like for you, if this communication were to come around and this person is like, I want to make things right, very passionate towards you as well with the Eight of Wands. They're really passionate towards you. They come to you and they're like, I want to work on our partnership. I want to, feel like a team again. I want to, be your equal. I want to bring balance back into this connection. I think at some point, if this is, this could be something that you're not wanting to hear. This is something that you are not really wanting to, reconsider again. I think for a lot of you, what you're seeking out of this could be just an ending, right? It could be, with the You Are Wrong card, it feels very much like you're trying to move on. You're trying to, again, go on your own individual path right now. I think for you, you're worried about a certain cycle repeating here with the Moon and the Five of Wands. I think you're worried that this person really hasn't changed their way of thinking. Because the Moon card here also, I feel like this person, again, reflects a lot on the past. They have a lot of shit from their past. I feel like this person is really heavily focused on, and it causes conflict in between your connection. And what you are wanting is stability. You are, with the Four of Wands, you are wanting stability here, and the Ace of Coins as well. It's like you are looking for something much more substantial, something that's able to grow. I think your person, what this energy tells me, right, with the Ace of Coins and the Four of Wands, this person is wanting their intentions, right? They're wanting to make this right again. They're wanting to be with you. They picture, engagements and, celebrations with you and spending time with family. But this person is someone who is very, very stuck in the past. Because the Judgment card is here, I strongly feel that this person has potential to change. But I think that with the Two of Coins here, This is someone who is who's going to struggle with the back and forth. And not for all of you, maybe for some of you that's not going to happen, right? Like this person maybe with the judgment call, right, with the big shakeup in their life, they might not have a back and forth, but I think for some of you, the Two of Coins is here. So this tells me that this person does have struggles with maintaining. They're very indecisive. It seems like they kind of make decisions maybe out of impulse with the Knight of Swords. Again, this person is tempted to reach out, to offer you something, to make this connection right, to make amends, to fix what's broken, whatever the case may be, take it how it resonates. But I think there's a part of you intuitively with the Empress card here, you know that this is not what you're looking for. I think that what I'm getting strongly for you guys, pile number 2, is that whatever path that you are considering to go on is without this person. And if you don't resonate with that message and you are down to like take this person back and like reconnect, if that's the case, and talk to them and communicate, you have absolutely free will. But I think that there's something here with the large portion of you where you're wanting that new love. And I think for some of you, you have already met this person. There's a new chapter in your love life happening right now. And I think that for a lot of you, you're ready to take on another relationship as someone who matches your energy, someone who is able to offer you the things that you were looking for. And I'm not saying that this person, just because that they are, stuck in the past, or they have a lack mentality, or that they're suffering, that they're not able to. That's not what I'm saying. I think anybody is capable of finding love and being in a partnership, and but I think there's something here about your energy coming through strongly, where you have your own idea and sense of what your person is like, and you are not wanting to reconsider or wanting to mend anything. And I think that that's okay. This person is just someone who is going through a lot. They're going through a lot of intense changes. They're going through something that is out of your control. Whether or not this person has changed or not, I don't think it's necessarily even about change, right? I think it's something to do with this person just having a hard time. They're going through a hard time, and a hard time can resonate differently for all of you, right? For a lot of you, this person could be dealing with some insecurity issues, right? For some of you, this person could feel like they're not good enough for you. That could be something that is hurting your relationship and hurting your connection, because you might not feel that way about this person. I think that, maybe you do think highly of them. You see their potential, you see their growth. But I think for a lot of you, this reading is just a confirmation about what you're already feeling. I think that the message is very clear. This person does have good intentions, but I think that your own energy that's coming through is very much like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. You're kind of avoiding the conflict, avoiding drama, not necessarily avoiding, but it feels very much like that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Okay. So pile number 2, I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by clicking with the link in my description. I keep saying personal. The specific person love readings that I offer are on sale. So if you would like to book that, you can do so by clicking in the link in my description. I offer many different readings. But thank you again for being here. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into your person, and we're going to look into their current thoughts and feelings about you. So like I said in my introduction, this is a general reading, so please keep in mind that this is not going to resonate with all of you, and please just take what resonates and leave the rest. We are going to do an energy check-in, which is really important because it's going to help you confirm whether or not you are in the right pile. But thank you for being here. Let's get started. So you guys chose the Strength card, which I love this card for you guys because this talks about having the willpower and the strength to move forward in your life. It talks about self-control. There's a certain hunger with you guys. There's a certain you could have Leo placements. But there's a certain desire that you're trying to fulfill right now. There's a certain path that you're going on that's very courageous, okay? You have a lot of courage, you have a lot of strength, you have a lot of power. And I think that you're really holding back from, when it comes to this connection, it feels very much like you're kind of like, I'm not going to reach out first. There's a part of you that's a little stubborn, especially if you're dealing with someone, if you're in like no contact and you're in separation and you're wanting to reach out, you have a lot of like strength to like, not do so, right? I think there's a part of you that's very like cute, like, but it's like a really like stubborn energy. It's like you're not wanting to, really give any energy to this person. You're like, no, they're gonna come to me. Is the energy that's coming through for you guys. But this, it's a really, I feel like whatever path you're on right now is a desire to fulfillment. It feels very much exciting. It feels like you're ready to take on any kind of opportunities your way. So let's look into this energy check-in, okay? So remember that you should resonate with this portion of the reading, okay? Not all of it, but you should resonate with some of it. We have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay. You know what's really funny? It feels very much like I'm getting really, really strong Leo energy. And I have Leo moon, so I can understand. But it's very much like, that like this is your person. It feels very much like you're very sure. Like nothing is making you feel like this isn't your person. And it feels like you've been, doing the visualizations, you're manifesting, you're like, let me call in my person. And it's like, oh, it's working. There's some sort of like reassurance that you have with your person where you're like, they're mine. Like, it feels very much like they're yours and no one else's. So let's see what else comes out here. We have feminine energy, higher self, transcendence. You're very self-focused. You're very, very self-focused right now. We have permanent mark. You left a permanent mark on their heart that can't be erased. Even if they tried, you will always be remembered. We have unspoken love. They've been carrying a torch for you all along, but unable to confess their love due to their fear of rejection. Yeah, there's definitely like someone here who's holding back communication. It definitely feels like I have feelings for you. I love you, but I'm not going to tell you. We have the rival. They chose someone else over you, and though it wasn't what they wanted, they thought it was the right thing to do. So for some of you, this could, in the past or in the recent past, this person could have chosen someone else over you. It feels like maybe they've, it doesn't necessarily have to be another person, but it could be like they chose a certain path or a certain like circumstance or situation that they chose over you, right? It didn't feel like you were a priority. Maybe. And we have, I would do anything for you. Interesting. So for some of you, it feels like, you could be dealing with someone who is already in another connection. Only take it if it resonates. But you definitely left a permanent mark on this person. Your energy, again, like I said, you're very, very powerful. Right now, you're very self-focused. This person feels your energy, especially if you've been, saying certain prayers or visualizations. I can't say that word. Certain manifestations about this person. You're definitely calling them in. There's this, you have this pull towards you. Okay. I'm having trouble speaking. So I feel like someone here is definitely holding back communication on how they feel, whether it's you or them, but this person has always had a torch for you. Like this person has always had space for you. It honestly feels like this person always has you as an option, which I don't really like to say because it's like you should never feel like an option. I feel like this person in the past struggled to make you a priority. It feels like they definitely have a thing for you though. It feels like you have a very, very powerful, strong feminine energy. Take it how it resonates, okay? Because I know a couple of you are, majority of my followers, I feel subscribers are women, but I know that there are men here too. So if you resonate, you can also resonate with that feminine energy. It feels like whether or not you're a man or a woman, this person you left a mark on them. Like, and I'm getting for some of you, like, ooh, bell rang, so I feel like someone is potentially wanting to contact you. Sorry, pile 3, the doorbell did ring. So there is someone here, I feel like, who is, there's like a self-control here from like not wanting to contact you, or you not wanting to contact them, but it's like you want to say something but you don't. But like I was saying, there's a strong energy here of someone where the both of you like equally feel like the connection, the relationship left a huge mark, like it left a huge impact on your lives. And so that's why we have this unspoken love here. That's why we have that torch, that light that is always lit for the both of you. It's like the two of you have always considered each other an option. But I think that someone here didn't feel like a priority, because we do have the rival here. So it feels like, I mean, I don't like when it says the rival, because it feels very much like if this person is with another person and that person is insignificant. That is not the case. I really don't like the word the rival. But it feels very much like whether or not you are with someone or whether or not they're with someone, the relationship, the connection has left a huge impact on your hearts. And I think that your energy, how you're feeling, is you're wanting to call them in either way. Because I feel like you have a strong knowing that this is your person. But if they are currently in another partnership, and it's not going to resonate with all of you, okay, only take it if it resonates. But if they are currently with another person, my advice, my personal advice, is to not really kind of mess with that energy. I feel like, if it's meant to be, it will be, and the two of you would come back together, but I would kind of just leave that alone. Of course, you have free will, like never gonna tell you what the fuck to do. But I'm not sure if I'm allowed to curse on here. I'm sorry. Your energy is very it's humorous. It's definitely like strong Leo energy coming through. It feels very much like ID, like you don't care, like IDC, like you don't care. It's a very funny energy, but I also think that you're frustrated because you feel like if this person does feel strongly for you, right? Like I'm saying, like there's a permanent mark. Why aren't they with me? Why did they choose someone else over me? Like, why did they choose to take another path? Why did they choose to do that, right? We're going to look into that. We're going to look into the tarot. We're going to see how they feel. But it feels very much like you are frustrated. You go from frustrated to, I'm not really getting like a longing coming from you. It feels like you're ascending, you're transforming into someone who is able to create any kind of love that she wants and desires, or he or she. Because with the feminine energy card, you can see like in the palm of her hand, she has fire. And so there's a lot of fiery, passionate energy. And I feel like, okay, if I can't have this person, I will call in my true love, my soulmate, either way. But I feel like, again, we're focused on the person on your mind, and it feels like the person on your mind it's in another energy. It feels like they'll risk anything for you, even if they're even if they're in another connection. And just like the way my energy right now, it feels very fast. It feels very sudden. It feels like there's like an urgency from your person side where it feels like I would do anything for you. What I'm feeling like from this energy is that your person is really feeling that pull, okay? And if you resonate with the storyline that they've chosen someone else over you, it feels very much like, not that I don't want to say anything that's like not incorrect and not what I'm picking up on, but it feels like there's a reason for why they chose that, right? Maybe it was an easier connection. Maybe it was temptation. I feel like a lot of temptation coming from your person, especially if we have I would do anything for you. So it feels like this person's energy towards this connection, whatever situation that they're in, it doesn't have to be another person. It could be family, that's a third party. It could be whatever external factor that they're kind of in, whatever situation that they're in it because it's easier. If whatever the case may be, it's like whatever decision that they made over you, it felt like kind of just like a very nonchalant, very careless decision. It didn't feel really impulsive. It just felt like something that they should do, right? Because it does say here, they thought it was the right thing to do. So morally, right? I'm not picking up on any cheating, anything like that, okay? Not at all. I'm picking up on someone who makes decisions because they believe that they are making the right choice. So there's something here about your connection that could have been, you know, this person, it could have been a forbidden situation, right? Maybe the two of you are, you know, there's like cultural differences or whatever. I'm getting a storyline where maybe some of you, like, let's say the two of you are like in, you know, I'm going to use an example for like what I know. So let's say, you know, your person is someone from a different ethnic background. Let's say they chose someone that their parents chose for them. Let's say they chose an arranged marriage. Maybe some of you resonate with that, right? Because they thought it was the right thing to do. That's their culture. That's something that they do, right? They, you know, accept arranged marriages, and you maybe weren't in that same culture. Maybe that, you know, you were different from them. And so, yes, they love you, right? Yes, they have feelings for you, but they chose someone where it felt like their paths were more aligned. That's the best example that I could use. Obviously, not all of you are going to resonate with that storyline. But, you know, it feels like whatever decision that they've made it was because of their like moral compass, really. It felt like something that they should do, not that they wanted to. Okay, so yeah. Oh my god, pile number 3. You guys, I'm really feeling strongly your energy. So strongly. So let's pull some tarot now. Give me 1 second. All right, pile number 3. Let's see how the person on your mind is feeling about you. Let's look at their current thoughts and feelings about you. So we have 10 of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. Three of Cups. So let's look at these energies for a second. It seems like your person made a very quick decision, especially if you connected with the external party reading in the beginning. This person made a very, very quick decision. We have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so there's something here about with the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Your person made a very, very quick decision. It feels like they ended this connection and they made a very quick decision to move on and move forward. You know, so just be aware of that. I do feel like, you know, they just felt like what they were doing was right, whatever the case may be. So just keep that in mind, because I feel like not all of you are going to resonate with the external party. But it feels like whatever decisions that they make, it's all very logical. It feels very much like this person doesn't follow, when it comes to making decisions, they don't follow their heart, but they're very impulsive. With the Knight of Wands, it feels like this person had a plan. They have like with the Two of Wands, they have a certain way things should look or be. It feels like honestly that this person views you as like a wish fulfillment. They admire you with the Nine of Coins. They like how independent you are, how self-sufficient you are. They like how hyper independent you are. They're really attracted to that energy. It feels like they really admire your the way you go about life, because I feel like you are someone who's very emotional. I feel like you're someone who is kind to others. You're sweet, but you have a very fiery side. It's like you're the best of both worlds. Again, you left a permanent mark on this person. Now, for a lot of you, this person does have options. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this person does have options in love with the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups. This person really likes to be out. They like to be seen. And so maybe I'm picking up on their Leo energy, but there is something here about this person. How they go about life is fun. It's courageous. It's exciting, and they never want that excitement to die. And I think that they see that in you. They see excitement. They see fun. They see someone who just controls the room. It feels like you are someone, when you walk in the room, people know who you are. You're just like, people go to you for advice even. I feel like it just seems like the two of you are a really interesting match. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups, so you are someone where it's like you're a beautiful shoulder to cry on. It's like you care about your friends. You're a good hostess. It's like you just care a lot deeply about people. Your person is very logical minded. They're very good at making decisions, but they make impulsive decisions, which I feel like sometimes causes them to have regrets. With that Ten of Swords, it causes them pain, it causes them heartbreak. How your person is feeling about you right now is that they admire you. I feel like for some of you, they're watching you from afar. It feels like they're kind of like this bird on your shoulder. Especially if you guys share friends with the Three of Cups here. They like to it's almost like they ask friends. They're like, is so and so going to be at this party too? Is so and so going to be at that wedding or something like that? It's like they always, again, they have a torch for you. Even if the two of you aren't together, they have this kind of eye on you still. Like, again, like you're still an option, but you don't want that. You don't want to be an option. You want to be a priority. And I think that that's the problem here in your reading. It feels like the problem, the issue, is that you are tired of being hyper independent. You want a partner. You want to be with somebody here. Your person is unable to provide that, either because they're with somebody else or they want to continue to have options. They want to keep their options open and be very real. That's the message that's coming through. It's like you value connections. You value partnership, especially if you're coming up as the Queen of Cups. And, I think with the Two of Wands here, you're ready to plan on something. You're ready to plan on your future. You don't want to be an option. Right? And like I picked up on the beginning of your reading, we had calling in your soulmate. You are calling in someone who's going to be your equal. You're calling in someone who's going to be a partner to you. Okay? This person is going to make you a priority. And I feel like that's part of your prayers. And you could be here in this reading, right, wondering about this particular person, and you are wondering, have they changed? What's really going on in their mind? What's happening is that they are keeping their options open right now. That may not be something that you want to hear, but I see it strongly in these cards. The Knight of Wands, they come quickly, but they leave also. Okay, it's a very inconsistent energy. It's fiery, it's passionate, and you could love that. You could love that excitement, but I don't see any pentacles here, right? This person doesn't really have anything to offer you except maybe a few text messages, excitement, fun, sure, but what you are looking for, and you know this in your own prayers and in your own visualizations, is that you are looking for a partnership. You're not looking to be anybody's option. You're not looking to be a side chick for some of you. You want to be equal to your partner. You want to be seen together, out with your friends, okay? For some of you, you're ready to take the next step, which is, commitment, engagement, wedding, whatever the case may be. You're looking to further your relationship. And it feels like this person is unable to provide that because they are looking from a logical point of view. They're looking at what they need to do, their own. It's very selfish, it's true. They're looking into their own kind of needs and wants right now. And with the Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups, this is very like party-like energy, to be honest. Like, it's very much like, I want to keep my options open. And so for some of you, if you don't resonate with the whole external party situation, the external party in this case for a majority of you is that they want to keep their options open. They want to keep, having fun. But I don't think they've forgotten about you, and we saw that in the energy check-in of your connection, right? We saw with this 9 of coins, they're very much aware of you still. You left an impact on this connection, right? And I think that maybe because you resonate with the Queen of Cups here, I think that there is a part of you that is still holding space for this person. And maybe that prayer is calling in someone new, right? Maybe that prayer is calling in someone who's going to match your energy, who's going to make you a priority. We do have fast forward movement here with the 8 of Wands and the Chariot. We do have we have some change coming in for you. We have forward movement, we have progress, right? This is all about passionate energy coming through for you, forward movement. There's Cancer energy here, so you could have Cancer in your chart, Leo, whatever the case may be, but I feel like you're attracting someone who is matching your emotional and physical needs, okay? Pile number 3, I hope that resonated with you guys, okay? So I do have specific person love readings, which are on sale, so if you want to further this, you can contact or you can purchase with the link in my description. So thank you for being here. I really hope that this resonated with you. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye.